capsule and ligaments of the sternoclavicular joint. So here, because it is a synovial joint, this sternoclavicular joint will be having the joint capsule, and it is a tight joint capsule. It is a firmly, FIRML, it is firmly attached joint capsule. The joint capsule is reinforced by the some ligaments. Reinforced nothing but the a kind of assistance or support. So the joint capsule is nothing but if you take one joint, so the joint will be covered by a capsule, covered by a cover that is nothing but the joint capsule. So this joint capsule is going to reinforced by the ligaments. So those ligaments are sternoclavicular ligament. First one, sternoclavicular ligament. Second one, interclavicular ligament. And third one, costoclavicular ligament. These are the ligaments. So here, sternoclavicular ligament. If we see the sternoclavicular ligament, see here we are having sternum and clavicle. The ligament will be like this, sternoclavicular ligament. This is anterior sternoclavicular ligament. Same like this, posteriorly also will be having ligament, that is posterior sternoclavicular ligament. So here in this ligament we are having anterior sternoclavicular ligament and posterior sternoclavicular ligament. What is the use of this ligament? Means the ligament which is present anteriorly and posteriorly, it is going to control or resist the anterior and posterior movement of clavicle in the sternoclavicular joint. Suppose here we have anterior sternoclavicular ligament. If the clavicle is moving more anteriorly, that time this ligament will stretch. It will stretch, so that the stretching of the ligament itself, it will give a kind of signal to the person, don't move it more. So that's how it is going to control the anterior posterior movement of the clavicle in the sternoclavicular joint. So it is nothing but it is going to provide the stability. It is going to provide the stability to the sternoclavicular joint. Now if you see interclavicular ligament. So in this interclavicular ligament, the ligament, see, it is going to present between the two ligaments. Here one clavicle. Suppose if this is also clavicle, the ligament which is present between the two clavicles on the manubrium. This is manubrium. So the ligament will be present between two clavicles, that is interclavicular ligament. The interclavicular ligament, what is the function is, it is going to control or resist the downward movement, also called as the depression of the clavicle. So if the clavicle is moving more downward, if it is more downward or depression, so that time the ligament will stretch, and it is going to stop the further downward movement of the clavicle. That is function of the interclavicular ligament. And at the same time, if you take resting, and at the same time when the clavicle is going to depression, that means upper limb is doing depression, downward movement, that time the interclavicular ligament will stretch, and at the same time here superior capsule at the same time articular disc, here the superior capsule and interclavicular ligament and the disc, all these structures will be tight. So because of this tightness, a kind of tension will be created in these three structures. The tension which is created in these three structures are going to maintain the entire upper limb to the axial skeleton. Now we'll see the costoclavicular ligament. See, these costoclavicular ligaments are going to present. This is the clavicle, this is the first rib. So the ligament will be present between the first rib to the clavicle. This is costoclavicular ligament. In this costoclavicular ligament, we are having anterior fibers and posterior fibers. The anterior fibers are mostly medially directed fibers. Posterior fibers are mostly laterally directed fibers. How it means? Suppose if you take, this is the anterior portion, these are medial, that means inside to the body. So in this direction, medially directed fibers in the anterior portion, and if you take posterior portion, those are lateral direction to the body. Those are laterally directed fibers will be there in the costoclavicular ligament. It is the very strongest ligament. In entire sternoclavicular joint. This is the strongest ligament in the entire sternoclavicular joint. So that what is the function of the sternoclavicular ligament means, it is going to see like how we discussed here. It is going to control or resist the upward movement. Okay, upward, otherwise elevation of the clavicle. So this is about the ligaments of the sternoclavicular joint and capsule also. We should understand one point here. Here the presence of the capsule, ligaments, here sternoclavicular disc, all these structures are going to helpful for the first point, mobility, at the same time stability. See how ligaments are controlling the joint, The controlling is nothing at itself, it is a providing stability to the sternoclavicular joint.